Hello, we're still in lockdown here in the UK, so I'm spending quite a bit more time in the garden now, and as a result I'm getting ahead of myself. And there are jobs I could do, but it's too early in the gardening year. It's still too cold, it's not warm enough. Seeds won't germinate unless they get the right temperature, and it's just not warm enough. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to prepare for when we get some better weather, when it warms up, and then I will sow some seeds. But let me show you what I'm going to do today. But before I do that, the subject is carrots. The best part of a carrot video is the reveal. We're not even going to be planting them in the first part of this video, and in the second part we will plant them. But the reveal would be 4 months away. So the only way I can show you a reveal in this video, and that's the best part of growing carrots, is to dovetail on to the end of this video a carrot reveal from last year or the year before. Now I've found one that I've got in the archives, and I'm going to dovetail it onto the end of this. And what I was going to do, I was going to take some excerpts from it and put those in, but hey, it's such a good video, I just didn't want to take anything out of it. You'll see carrots that have gone to seed, you'll see carrots being harvested, and you'll see my mate Molly when she was a lot healthier, when she was still with us. And that's a good a reason as any for not taking anything out of that video. So watch the first part of this video, stay with it right to the end. You'll see some carrots coming out of a 10-inch bucket. Okay, what we got here today? Well, we've got a cup of tea. That's the main thing. We've got a matchstick and a bottle top. We're not going to be needing those today. We've got the base from a 10-inch pizza, polystyrene base. We're not going to be using that today. We've got these carrot seeds. We're not going to be sowing these today. We've got this garden riddle. We're not going to be using that today because I've already used it, and I've used it to riddle the soil that's in this bucket. And this is soil that's come from my smallest compost pile in the world video. If you just search on smallest compost pile in the world, you'll find that video. This soil has been used year after year after year, and I'm able to do that because I manage it and maintain it year after year after year. Let me just put this riddle to one side. This is something else we're not going to be using. This is a grid pattern that I use to enable me to sow my seeds thinly. We're not sowing them today, we've already established that, but when we do sow them, you'll see this again, you'll see that bottle top again, you'll see that matchstick again, you'll see that pizza base again, you'll see the carrot seeds again, but not in this video. Okay, so this soil has already been through that garden riddle, and I think, as you can see, it's quite loose. And that's how you want it for carrots. There's no big obstructions in there. This soil's ready to go. But I want to make it even better. Okay, this is preparing for success. If you're going to give this a go, give it your best shot. Right, what have we got here? Oh, have you seen these? Black bullets. We'll be using those. Just hold on, I'll get to the black bullets in a minute. Right, this is some sand. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can. Here's some sand. And what I'm going to do is, I'm just simply going to cut that sand into this soil. And we're going to do that in a barrow. And we're going to do that because we want this sand to make this soil a bit more of an open structure. Sand has the ability to do that. We don't want this soil to become muddy or claggy. We want an open structure, so we're just going to add some sand. Okay, let me put that there. Right, these black bullets. Okay, if you're a follower of mine, you'll know that these plastic sweet jars, we recycle them here at Homegrown Veg, and we keep our fertiliser in there. Let's see what we've got in here. Bloodfish and bone. Bloodfish and bone, and is that a 556 fertiliser? So when we go outdoors, what I'm going to do is this. I'll stop talking then, you'll be pleased to know. We'll empty this soil into the barrow. We'll incorporate this sand into the soil. And we'll incorporate some bloodfish and bone into the soil. Then we'll pop it all back in this bucket. And when the time's right, we are sowing carrots. Come on. Right, let's go out to the barrow. Come on. Hold on. Let's have a drink first. Right, let's go outside. Can you remember a few weeks ago I produced a video that showed you how to identify carrots that had gone to seed? I had carrots in buckets that had gone to seed, and my advice was that you should pull them out, because you're not going to get a carrot, you're only going to get a seed head, and because the space in that bucket is limited, you're better off freeing up that space by taking that carrot out that's gone to seed and leaving the space for carrots that haven't gone to seed. Give them more room. Well, what I did after I'd produced that video, I decided that because I'd never seen carrots go to seed fully, in other words, I'd always pulled them out, that the carrots I'd pulled out, I would pot them up. I would let them produce a seed head just to see what it looks like. Now, I'm going to show you those now. And then after we've done that, we're going to take another pot of carrots. Okay, this is what a carrot looks like when it goes to seed. There are several carrots in that pot. I just stuck them in after I pulled them out. I stuck them in a pot of soil and let them produce those seed heads. Okay, now I'll give you a close-up. Check these out. Okay, so that's carrots that have gone to seed. Right, let's take this bucket out of this barrow and put a bucket in that's got some carrots in that we're going to harvest. Okay, I've already taken one pot of carrots called Trevor this year, and this is a second pot I'm going to be taking now. On the face of it, there doesn't look to be a lot of carrots in this pot. That's possibly because some of the seeds that I sowed didn't germinate, and some of them that did actually went to seed, so I pulled them out. But we're going to take them anyway, because all the carrots we took from the previous bucket, we've eaten those, so we're going to take these carrots. Again, it's a carrot called Trevor. Okay, so let's see if we can get these guys out in a wanna. I've already loosened them in the bucket, so I'm hoping they will come out. How's that? Now, it has been raining quite a bit over these last 2 days. We've had about 10 weeks of very little rain and 2 days where it's not stopped raining hardly. So this is quite wet. But hey, look. Hello, Mol. That looks okay, doesn't it? Trevor tends to grow about 4 or 5 inches long, so we get the base of the carrot about 4 or 5 inches down, and then we get all this fine root that goes to the bottom of the bucket. Well, it's starting to rain now. Okay, I'm just going to bump this off because I think the rain's about to come, and I'd really like to finish this job before it does. Yeah, it is quite wet, that soil. I'm not too sure why this is happening. I mean, there's lots of space in there, and this soil is quite fine. This shouldn't be happening. I don't know why this is happening. I honestly don't. Right, that's what we've got. I'm going to tidy this barrow out, put a bucket in with some water and give these guys a wash off. Let you have a look at them when they're cleaner. Okay, we'll just put this soil in here, and then we'll then we'll wash the carrots. Now, as I've said on previous videos, this soil is going to be recycled. It's going to be recycled. We're going to put some chop and drop on the top of this pot, stand it over winter, and then use it again next year. Now, what I would appreciate if anybody knows why carrots that have got lots of room in the pot and are grown in very fine soil with no obstructions in it, why do they put multiple roots down? Why do they fork? Why do they do that? If anybody knows the answer to that, I'd like to hear it. Because I was always told that the thing that caused carrots to fork and split was obstructions in the soil. There's no obstructions in this, and there's lots of room. Got to be another reason. Yeah, we've had a lot of rain over the last couple of days. That's what's in this bucket, rainwater. Okay, so we're not going to waste domestic drinking water. Hosepipe ban coming into force next week. Rainwater. Starting to look better already, don't you think? Okay, these guys are looking a lot cleaner now. How are they looking? How are they looking? I think we're happy with those. The ones that have got a few fingers and toes, I'm not too sure what's caused that, but it has. They're looking good, Moll, aren't they? We're happy with those, sweetheart, aren't we? Let me see if we can find something for you. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, yes. What about this one? I'm sure we can get some carrot off here for Molly. Oh, what do you think? There you go, sweet. Oh, hold on. There you go, sweetheart. Is that nice? Yeah, Molly's the official carrot tester. We'll give her one more piece and then we'll wind this up. But hey, come on. 10-inch water bucket. They're good, aren't they? I think they're about 3 to 4 inches long, some of them, and some a bit shorter than that, but we're happy with that. Well, the other ones got eaten fairly quickly, so yeah, they must be okay. Hold on. There you go, my last one. There's a nice bit. Yeah, well, I think they're getting Molly's stamp of approval, and they're certainly getting Homegrown Veggies stamp of approval. So, carrots grown in a 10-inch water bucket. From me and Molly at Homegrown Veg. This is Homegrown Veg signing out. Cup of tea time, Moll. What do you think? Yeah, come on, you've had your carrot. I want a cup of tea, or maybe have a biscuit. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Oi, come on. Good girl.